ما بعرف there's a lot of stigma around إنه أوكي هيدا عايش حياته هيدا مريضة هيدا ما بعرف شو so whatever you put out there you're gonna be judged.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of بدون سكر where talks are unfiltered and not sugar-coated. I keep forgetting, I swear I keep forgetting it. Today I decided, me and my friend who's with me, George, to have a chat and turn it into an episode. Actually, George is one of a few people I met 10 years ago when we started working together. So we're both in the same agency kind of domain, or started out that way. And the topic of today is actually social media. Hi, George.
Hi.
كيفك?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So the reason we decided to talk about social media is I think George is one of my first and few friends who started using social media in a little bit of a different way, like more out there. And he loved being himself. وكمان he pushed a little bit my understanding of what social media should be. So we started talking and we have very strong opinions.
Strong opinions.
So George, how do you use, let's start with that. How do you use social media?
For me, so first of all, I don't use social media for any I would say like political purpose or like I don't create a conversation. For me, social media is more or less like my journey or my travel journey, because I love to travel and I document it because I want to document, where I've been and where I go. So it's always like you choose what to post on your social media. And there's this debate of there's something happening, I don't know where, let's talk about it. You can talk about it. It's not like, it's scary to talk about something. But for me, I don't use my social media for that purpose. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't have a voice, but I just don't want to project it on a platform that I believe that I shouldn't do it there.
I think people have specific expectations of, and I think by social media we mean Instagram. Mainly.
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah. حتى on Instagram. I think
Facebook is deactivated.
I don't know who uses Facebook anymore.
There is a lot of people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just, I think في people that have a lot of expectations on what it looks like or what doesn't look like. George is not an influencer, but I
La. No.
And I think you're anti-influencer in a way.
I am.
But and what I liked about it is when Reels started, it was very curated, influencer, celebrity. Like who else did Reels? Then on my feed I see George, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, doing Reels. I'm like, wow. He's out there. وأشياء إنه they're شوي silly, if you don't mind me saying. They are course. Silly, but it fits you. Like you like doing these things. And I was
that's my personality. So.
And I was like, wow, no, interesting.
Hey, I think that since they launched the Reels, it changed with times. Yeah. With time, sorry. So first of all, it was always like beauty shots or makeup or I don't know, for me the first time I started browsing the Reels, it was all about travel, because I think they curated the algorithm according to my likings. بس هلا I'm sharing a lot of silly reels with my friends, so now my algorithm is all messed up. So I always see those I don't know if you've seen them before, but هيدول the video editing of an eagle, and then someone standing on the eagle, and then avocado that falls down, and then it opens up, and then a person comes out. They're just sometimes you want to browse social media and not think this person is more handsome than me, or this person has an amazing lifestyle or whatever. Sometimes you want to browse something and laugh. It's like when you want to watch something before you sleep, and you pick something that is stupid, and not just not to let you think before you sleep, and you just laugh and khalas, done. So but for me, I liked really the content that was curated for me in the beginning, which was based on travel. And then I took this content and I started, you know, putting my touch on it. So yeah, I started like, you know, if I travel to this part of the world, I shoot like small short videos, and then I'll just, you know, instead of photos, instead of like uploading a carousel or 50 surah or whatever, and then I'll do a small reel and that's it. And as you know, I do work in social media, so when people will visit my Instagram, they'll know that this person knows about that shit.
Yeah, when I noticed you, I noticed, you know, you were turning it into like, you know, what you see of business, مثلا. You know how they have a very specific theme. You have three pictures, you know, you put your picture, then you put the name of the country, and then your other picture or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, حطيت colors or something. I was like, that's a very, it is actually curated, بمعنى انه it's not, it's cleaned up in a way you want to be presented. And I really thought was interesting because it's very different than me. I'm the opposite of where like, I'm going to show the world who I am. Or start voicing things about like, you know, what I think about that's controversial. But مثلا I was telling you in the car before coming here, and because of بدون سكر, I went public on my personal account, and it started making me think, do I want to show this? Do I want to see? You know, I started becoming يعني مش بدون سكر. I started sugarcoating myself, but I was like, I need to stand for what I believe in. I'm addicted to social media. It's very bad. I'm addicted to my Instagram, and my Instagram is for كمان بدون سكر. But I go there to relieve stress one way or another. I know maybe it's هيدا لأنه it's a bit toxic, as you said. You start comparing yourself, you start seeing these things. But I noticed I reached out to my phone. The more stressed I am, the more I reach out to my phone. The more I need that break. That what you said, you numb your mind, you numb your feelings, let's say, just because you want to watch to get over. Like I started using it that way, and I try my best to avoid politics because A, I'm not the right person to talk about it. B, I don't want to use my social media that way. And maybe later on, if I become, let's say, famous, maybe. But I mean, I'm not influencer in that sense.
You don't want any past to haunt you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but listen, Anna, I think if you can drive a political conversation and you want to, then it's fine. You go and share whatever you want.
That's not my
But
fight.
if you don't want, then it's your choice, you know? And back to your Instagram, I think, okay, we all edit photos and we all, you know, want a nice filter and all of that. I do not filter my face, unlike a lot of people. But I do like an edited photo with like a nice effect because that's my work. And I want my page to look nice. You know, sometimes I feel so stupid by aligning the horizon of the sea on 2-3 photos, you know. But no, for me, because I'm borderline OCD, I do enjoy that aesthetic. When I see it, I'm like, okay, I've done something here. Even though it's, for some people it's stupid. He's stupid. He's aligning the horizon of the beach. But for me, it's like, because I do work in these things. So for me, I want my page to represent who I am, what I work, what I do, and all of that. So back to your Instagram, I think you need to be yourself. And whoever likes it, أهلا وسهلا. Whoever mahab, unfollow.
I had to be okay with that. Yeah.
Listen, if you start comparing yourself with other people by like the number of following, we all know some people buy followers and all of that. So I think it's so stupid when you just focus on all your life on your number of followings, and you know, like,
it can take over.
Oh my God, I have 500 followers that unfollowed me, and who cares?
It can take
who
take
cares?
over. I'll be honest, in the beginning, as I was telling you before, بدون سكر I would obsess a little bit, and then I stopped. Now when I open my page or post and work on it, I cover it. I cover at the top, so I don't see it because. But listen, this is something.
But this is something that you're doing for the public.
Yes. Okay.
It's not like you're putting yourself out there. So هون بالعكس, I think you need to care, not for the number of followers, but who's seeing, who's commenting. Like if people like this content, if people don't like this content, I think it's very important because it's something that you're putting out there. But you know, for your personal page, if you upload a selfie or a video or whatever, somewhere you're dancing and you're happy, and some people commenting, okay, so if you don't like it, unfollow. Bye. Who cares? You know, and that's how I deal with my page as well, because I'm a freelancer and I travel a lot because I can work from anywhere in the world, and I've received a lot of messages, you know, asking me, are you rich? You don't work? You don't blah blah blah. I'm like, do you want me to put a selfie while I'm working on my laptop? And who cares?
Or your bill is
you know, I don't care. Like I don't when I'm working, I don't post.
People keep
Sometimes
forgetting.
I work 6 months with like ongoing, and I don't travel anywhere. I don't post anything. You know, so it's up to me what I do. بس people خلص they have this judgment in their life إنه هيدا مبسوط خلص يلا إنه مسافر مبسوط.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I'm
it's
not going
not
to show you a
always
picture
like
of me
that.
crying. I'm not going to video myself and cry.
Some people do.
Fine, that's for them. Good for them. But no, I'm sorry. You don't. It has to be intentional to do it. You know, مش إنه it's so casual. I'm crying, or casually I'm fighting with Ahmad, or casually, you know, or sending a mean شو اسمه WhatsApp. لا إنه sorry.
يا الله.
Let me put a time lapse and I'll fight with you.
I remembered now one thing. Starting from all my friends that are married and they have kids and my cousins and all of them يعني. They upload a photo with their kids, you know, my life, my love, my I don't know what. وهن بالباكجراوند بيكونوا قابرينه لابنهم تا ياخد هاي الصورة، أو بيكونوا يعني ما بعرف عاملين مشكل ما له رب يعني behind the scenes, and then خلص إنه my love إنه لا.
But it's so wrong in a way.
هلا
مش for them بمعنى إنه because people think this is life, right?
ايه صح.
That's what
هلا at the end of the day of course they love their child, you know, بس إنها نحن we make fun إنه because you don't show everything on social media. You show whatever you want.
Yeah, it's very
هلا the thing is that when it's an illusion هون بيصير الديبيت إنه أوكي بس ما أنت بتعرف إنه هو العالم منهم مبسوطين بحياتهم إنه why are they faking it on social media. عرفتي إنه there's a lot of people like that. You know?
But I wonder, is that a way to cope then if you're faking it on social media? Is it for you to believe or for others to believe?
ما بعرف, بس I think it's running away from the truth as well, you know, because when you have a problem and when you have something you know wrong in your life, you need to fix it, not put it on social media إنه نحن مبسوطين واو we love شو اسمه hashtag my soulmate. إنه بعد 20 سنة بطل soulmate. وقفة اهدي.
No, I'll admit something, and I have a hard time admitting it. So Ahmed and I do interviews together, and
I've seen.
You've seen, and usually they're fun and happy and everything. But I'll be very honest. Every time we shoot, we have massive fights. After that, I don't know إذا عيان أو نحن عملنا حالنا هيك. I don't know what it is, but I found a correlation between when we and Ahmed have a very good session and we have fun وهيك, the same day we fight.
But do you fight about what you recorded?
No.
لا.
We fight and then
so you don't offend each other when you're talking.
لا.
Okay.
Like the other day we were talking. It's the what we learned after 3 years. We're done. We finished it. We went home. We had a big fight. He was like, "Why did we do this episode? What? You know what? We didn't learn anything."
So maybe you should do an episode about that.
Yeah, maybe we should. But what was I gonna say? People keep saying, "Oh, you're you know, you guys are so lucky to have that, being able to have that conversation," which is great. Yeah, and it took us a long time. It's not genuine, but we fight. It's not the reality of things. Of course.
Listen, I think everyone knows that all the couples and all the families and everyone fights. You know, everyone knows.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, we're not stupid.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but the thing is that when you choose what to show, and you know, there are some close people that know.
Yeah.
And know, okay, it's not their life, you know. It depends when you're showing something, you know, normal versus when you show something that is, you know, extra يعني over. عرفتي إنه مش ضروري to fake إنه نحنا we're so happy.
فهمت عليك.
إنه خلص okay, you went out, you saw that dish, you want to take a photo of it, take a photo of it.
مش يصير
بس مش إنه سيلفي وإنه نحنا كتير مبسوطين. لا بس أنت منك مبسوطة وأنت منك مبسوط. So I think إنه choosing what to put versus faking it is are two different things. Agreed. You know, but you choose as well to fake it or not.
Yes.
And for me at least, I don't fake it. يعني أنا when I'm not in the mood, I don't post anything.
Same.
I don't want. يعني خلص كل واحد عنده هم. شو أنا بدي أحط همومي إنه أنا بالمستشفى. Who cares? إنه مش who cares بس إنه I don't have to get the attention. إنه أنا بالمستشفى ومصل وإنه ما ضروري.
What do you think of those posts? Really?
Listen, I don't have a problem with them, بس أنا إذا بشوف حدا عامل هيك بحس إنه حرام إنه أوكي إنه maybe some people are gonna feel attacked of course because they post these things.
Yeah.
بس أنا بالنسبة لإلي إنه why do I want to put on a platform that people are browsing 24/7 something that will make them feel bad for me?
That's an interesting question.
إنه why?
Yeah.
Why? Unless you are so lonely. إنه هيدا صار شيء موضوع تاني. ما حدا قادر أخدك على المستشفى أو ما حدا إنه I doubt إنه there are a lot of people like that.
I found when I was single, I was treating social media like my partner. بمعنى إنه I tell, you know, I post these things as if like I would send it to my friends or my partner. I wonder. But
you don't need a partner.
I agree with you. لا, that was when I was younger. I agree with you now that I'm thinking about it. إنه I'm comparing. I do wonder why people feel compelled to do it. Whether good or bad, I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Like nobody. There's no absolute wrong or right.
Yeah, هذه.
You know, but it's an opinion, and it's something about if you do enjoy this type of things on social media or not. هلا أنا بالنسبة لي if someone is having fun, I'll be happy for them because I have fun as well.
Yeah.
But you know, if someone come is like lonely and they want the attention and all of that. ما بعرف I don't know I don't judge them as well بس إنه it's hard for me to إذا بدك post these things as well. So if I'm in a hospital nobody will know unless my friends or my families بس إنه my family إنه بس ما حدا رح يعرف على السوشيال ميديا إذا أنا بالمستشفى لأنه أنا ما بيهمني حط على السوشيال ميديا تبعي إنه أنا بالمستشفى. بس if you want to put it out there بس إنه أنا بالنسبة لي the conversation in my head is why do I want to make people worry or feel sorry about me in a platform that they're browsing all the time, maybe to have fun, I don't know, or maybe to ما بعرف يمكن sometimes this will make people feel better as well because they will say okay I'm fine, I'm healthy and I'm not in the hospital. You know I'm talking about one aspect of it in the hospital. إنه هلا ما عم بحكي عن البريك ابس، ما عم بحكي عن ما بعرف حرب، ما عم بحكي عن قصص كتير أكبر من هيك عرفتي؟ بس إنه
actually there was a study that showed people felt better when they posted about themselves, like in a way, not themselves just positively. When they're feeling bad and low and they post about it, people do feel better. It's like I'm تفضفض لحدا. That's how people were seeing social media, which I found interesting. Then it's a behavior I observed I'm doing when my dad passed or when I go through something sad. I start posting or putting or writing something because I generally write. So I used to use that, and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, sometimes now that I'm less grieving, let's say, I do want to, what's the point of me putting it? I delete it later on, or like I post something late at night and then I was like, why did I do it? I don't need that. It doesn't make me feel better anymore.
You were in a place where you wanted to share, you know?
But
for me, it's like everything in a moderate amount is okay. But as long as you're not overdoing it, it's fine. But when you're overdoing something, even if you know it's even if you're happy and you're overdoing it, كمان you're letting people. هلا ما بعرف. There's a lot of stigma around إنه okay هيدا عايش حياته، هيدا مريضة، هيدا ما بعرف شو. So whatever you put out there, you're gonna be judged.
I think so.
By everyone. By everyone. From your friends,
which is good and bad, right? Because it makes me like when I start posting, especially with بدون سكر and putting myself out there, I was like, what if I do I'll get judged. If I don't, I'll get judged. I might as well do what makes me feel good or better or هذا.
That's why I don't share my opinions because I don't want to be judged by people إنه هيدا عنده هاي opinion وهيدا عنده هاي opinion.
You mean political ولا أي opinion?
لا any opinion. It doesn't have to. Political أنا like بالنسبة لي political is not for me. Like I don't want to drive a political conversation. That's one. And second of all, even if it's human. But we all know that anything that is within humanity is related to politics. يعني مش إنه والله مثلا حدا مات هيك، حدا قتل حدا إنه I'm not sharing أو إنه في كتير ناس عم بيموتوا بكل البلدان وما حدا is not sharing anything. بس إنه when there's something on social media and everyone's sharing خلاص بصير إنه إنه we need to you know share يلا the more you share. طب إنه أوكي هلا أنا بجي بقول إنه ما وقفت علي.
Same, I say the same. I don't know if that's the right approach, but I say the same.
But everyone will say like, no,
every voice matters.
Every voice matters. Even if it's one person, then you have to share. So أنا بالنسبة لي I don't want.
Yeah. I don't want to open that door.
بالنسبة لي I don't want. لأنه the moment you start posting about this يعني you're opening a conversation.
Yeah, and I don't want to open
and once
door,
you open the conversation إذا منك قدها, if you cannot drive this conversation and if you don't have a strong opinion or like I mean if you don't base your opinion with facts and education or history or whatever, your conversation doesn't matter and you're losing. And I don't want to lose a conversation of something that I don't know about. بكل بساطة يعني.
Very good point. No, I agree. لأنه I don't open that door. I don't want to have that conversation. It's a battle I will lose. Plus, I know what I'm fighting for. I have a fight in me.
Exactly.
And that's not my fight. Politics is not my fight at
and
this
you
stage.
don't, even if it's something with politics, you don't have to put it out there.
Yeah. It doesn't mean I don't have an opinion. I have very strong opinions. But I'll talk in private, in private settings, but it's not social media I'm not using it for.
And these days everyone's getting offended. If
Which
you're
is fine.
posting, if you're not posting, if you're posting about something that doesn't, meet their standards or meet their beliefs and all of that, they're going to fire back at you and they tell you like, how did you post this? I don't believe that this should be posted and blah, 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 blah. And then you end up, okay, you don't want to offend one person of, people that you may not know even, and then خلاص, you're in deep trouble because you don't want to drive this conversation and you're offending someone. So خلاص من الأساس بلاها.
Agreed. Yeah. I agree with you. So before we wrap up, what did you learn from being on social media the way you are?
What did I learn? Listen, I think social media now is a very big part of our lives. But I think that we need to know that it's not the reality. We need to know that your life is not your social media. Okay? You can use your social media to ما بعرف, get attention, post about things you like, connect with your friends. ما بعرف شو الpurpose تبعك, بس إنه you have to know that this is not reality and stop comparing yourself to others and stop saying stop believing the illusion that if someone posts something that they're like this or like, because I met a lot of people from social media and it's not always the same. Sometimes people are much more like extroverted or like out there and loud and haida, and some other times when someone is like out there on social media, they're very introverted and
I find this very odd.
لأنه they're alone and they want to post something and they post it and maybe it's something that they don't want to do in public or they are not there themselves. So when it's on social media, they convey the wrong messaging about themselves. So when you meet them in real life, it's different.
I've met someone like that. And I was so surprised. I didn't know what to do with them on social media. They had a different voice. They had a different character completely. And then when I met them in real life, I was like, there was no conversation. On social media, we go on and on, memes and talks and everything. But when I met them, I'm like, I don't know what to speak about. It's so odd. I don't know what to do with it.
Hey, and I think it's either way. Like you either really click with the person that you're Instagram friends with in real life, or you just feel like, okay, it's awkward and I don't know what to talk about. And sometimes they convey the wrong vibe as well. So when you meet them, you expect the vibe that you see on social media. And then when you meet them, you'll be like, no, أنت نفس الشخص. You're the same person.
Are you sure?
Luckily, it didn't happen to me a lot because all the people that I've met, they were real because, I think I reached a place where I know someone is faking it or, and I don't want any drama in my life. يعني عن جد I don't يعني if someone is dramatic عندي كتير رفقة they're dramatic and they know themselves. I try to avoid contacting them when they have a drama because they know that they shouldn't have it, and it's 90% of the time something that is not worth it. So that's it.
So no drama
on social media.
Well, thank you, George, for joining us today. I think we had a great talk, as always. But you guys tell me, how do you use social media? How do you find people on social media? Are you yourself on social media? Should you be yourself on social media?
Tell us in the comments below.
Thank you.
هيدي بس لإنستغرام. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.